Hey, it's Pat.
And Carolyn.
We're coming back with a special vlog for you guys today. We're chatting about our long and torrid love affair with one Miss Britney Spears. Last night we watched the MTV documentary Britney for the Record, and we would like to put in our 2 cents. Carolyn is sad already.
I know. Can you tell I'm not saying anything? Here's the thing. First of all, I don't know if you viewers know this, but we started our vlog. The first vlog we ever did was about Britney's performance on the VMAs.
In 2007, the disastrous performance.
And leading up to it, we were so excited, like literally like prepared, excited, kind of like how we've always, or how I've always been with Britney. Like I'm always excited to see her do something.
Yes, agreed.
And then
I'll put the link on the side so you can watch the first vlog. Continue.
And it was so upsetting. Like you'll see, like we totally screamed at the TV and we're like,
we were mad.
Jerk. I almost said the A word, but you know, we were jerks. But that kind of kicked off this whole year, which we're going to talk about. But I have a love affair with her and a hate affair. But first of all, she's almost exactly my age. Mm-hmm. She is our generation. We have literally grown up with her.
She is our superstar.
She is.
Celebrity.
She's our superstar. And I'm a Southerner, you all know, but there's something for me connected to her being from Louisiana, and I don't know what it is. But I have to say, there was a little bit of it. We broke up for a little bit last year.
Britney last year, as I'm sure you all are aware, kind of went off the deep end. There was a lot of things that went crazy in Britney Spears' life, and she shaved her head, and she got involved with some really sleazy dudes, and she got taken away in the back of an ambulance one night, and she just was not right up in there.
Yeah.
And then supposedly she's coming back.
She's coming back. So I don't even know where to. It's kind of weird where to start. Well, first of all, the show last night.
Talk about the documentary.
When I found out they were doing, well, first of all, we thought it was so. There's a lot of weird things that are happening in MTV and Britney.
The whole thing. I think the whole thing is a Britney MTV conspiracy. It started back. This is my theory. I'll go through it quickly. I think they did her a big favor by letting her go on the VMAs in 2007 in Vegas. They're like, we're going to let you have your comeback. This is it. She bombed terribly, but it was great for MTV because everyone talked about it forever. Now I think they're almost like making it up to her. By this past VMAs, she won 3 awards but it's like, Britney, you didn't do anything. You didn't promote Blackout. You had terrible videos. She won Video of the Year for Peace to Me. What did she do in that video? Why is that Video of the Year? I feel like it was all Britney ass-kissing, and then they do this documentary about her right before the VMAs when she wins all the awards, and they're talking about her. I feel like MTV is using Britney, and Britney is using MTV, and they're both, because they both are in trouble.
Let's clarify. Nothing that has happened is Britney's. Like, that girl is so surrounded by management and a machine that I mean, she says that in this documentary. She is part of a machine. It's not her relationship with MTV. It is her people and her record people and her manager and all this.
Her back on
she
track.
Is this little Southern normal, quirky. I shouldn't say normal. Quirky girl that has been like overtaken. I mean, the chick started in the Mickey Mouse Club. Whoa, Carol's back.
She's getting mad.
I mean, like, this girl's been part of the machine her entire life, and I don't know. I thought the documentary, like, MTV annoys me anyway, but I thought the documentary was brilliantly done, and I said to Patrick, like, I'm not sure that MTV commissioned that because it was so well done. Like, I thought it was really good, and I thought it was really clever.
I think that they did a really nice job of making you feel really bad for Britney, and which you should, and for making you like remember why you like her. It made you kind of forget about the year. But I also don't think that the documentary was really 100% truthful, or not truthful, but they were at the very beginning. They're like, no question was off limits. Nothing went unanswered. It's like my friend Caitlin said this yesterday. Like, what happened? Britney, why'd you get taken away in the back of an ambulance? Nobody asked that. I didn't see that. You know, she talked about shaving her head and, you know, why she was so upset with her kids and Kevin Federline and all that. But, like, why? Give me specifics. I want to know what was wrong.
Wait, but she said it's nobody's business. They said,
true.
Why didn't you talk about him? She said, because it's nobody's business. I think she did sort of talk about him. She did say, there's like a tiny little piece of that documentary where she says, that she's under the care of doctors and lawyers and all this, which I thought was interesting to say that she was under the care of. Look, the reality is she's like, and we kept saying, she's kind of like a teenager. She
was like almost like a 12 to 14-year-old girl that whole time, who's awesome and was having fun, but everyone was like, Britney, wake up, it's time to go shoot your music video. Like, Britney, no, you can't do that. Like, no, Britney. And she's like sitting there when she was like, I hate waiting. And it's like, you felt that little bratty teenager kind of coming out. And remember when she said, I hate waiting, they were like, play with this cell phone game. And she was like, yay, cell phone game. Like, totally distracting her. And she was happy.
I don't,
like, it's
a
little weird.
I thought it was really raw, though. I mean, there's, like, there are a couple of things that she said that really, like, drove it home for me. She talked about breastfeeding. First of all, the only other celebrity that ever talks about things like that makes them, like, human is Angelina Jolie. Mm-hmm. She recently came out and talked about that. But don't get all gross on me, but imagine Britney Spears breastfeeding and being at home as a mom. I'm sorry, as a woman, that makes me feel connected to her. That makes me feel like, well, shit, she's a real person. It's not, and she says her husband left her. Well, that's really interesting because they don't really say that Kevin Federline left her. Whatever reason he left, she says he left her. I mean, imagine being a woman with 2 young babies and being left at home. I'd go crazy. Mm-hmm. I mean, or I'd do something. I mean, I don't know. And then she talks about not being able to go to the grocery store. Mm-hmm. And she says, like, even Jessica Alba can go to the grocery store. Yeah, like, my little sister goes to the grocery store. And she, Jamie Lynn Spears is famous, too. And I liked when she said about getting in her car. Like, because that's when all the paparazzi videos of Britney was her, like, wrecking her car, like, bumping into things or driving or being weird in her car. But she said that's the only time where she felt like she was going somewhere, where she wasn't, like, trapped, which is sad. Well, but who's not going to get in an accident? Did you see all this? Well, it made me anxious. It made me anxious. The paparazzi scene when she was coming out, where she tried to go shopping, and then there were so many. She got out of the car, and because she was mic'd, you heard her go, "I'm scared, I'm scared," and then they turned around and got back in the car, and the one paparazzi like freaked out, like, "We lost all our money because you scared her, and she left." Like, who wouldn't be scared? Scary. And then they went back to the hotel, and they were like, "Let's get a decoy. It's hard because it's the week and everybody's working. We need a decoy." It's like, it's weird, but. Sometimes I feel bad for her, but sometimes I don't. It's a weird thing. Like, you're famous. There's a quote here from Rolling Stone, which I just got today. Perfect timing. Looking good, Britt. But there's a quote somewhere like, I can't do anything, and I feel like an old person. I lost my train of thought, but she talks about. I don't know what you were. I can't go anywhere, and I can't do anything. There were parts of the documentary we talked about, like this is like old happy Brit, right? Look at that. Like, that is genuinely happy. But then you look at this picture, and there are a couple glimpses of this in the documentary. Look at those eyes. You can't even tell really in the video as much, but she's so sad. And there was sometimes in the documentary where she was so happy and she was laughing and they were joking, but the part where she was sitting and she was like, I'm really mad. When she had the wig on, it was like at the video shoot, and everyone was laughing and they were like, Britney, but you're smiling. And she was like, I'm smiling because you're all laughing at me when I say that I'm really mad. And then it cut to her interview where she says, like, I'm sad. And she cried. Oh my God. And that was like, oh, Britney. Yeah. I guess I don't know what the lesson, the lesson that I took from this is, we are obsessed with celebrity. We are. The culture is. But these people, or some of them, the people like Britney Spears, we don't know what the heck's going on in their lives. Like, we think we know, and we know some of it, but I just don't think we know, and I just think the judgment has got to be, I don't know. We're sitting here passing judgment, so I can't really say, but I don't know. I just want to protect her. Yeah. I don't want to protect any other, there is no other celebrity that I want to protect but Britney. Because I feel like everybody kind of crushed her. That's why. She says that. She said they she said the life is good and bad, but they were mean. People were mean. What'd you say? The cruel part let you see the good part, but the cruel part is really cruel, and I'll never forget it. It's like, what do you guys think? Yeah. This was intense. This was like a real, we actually had to talk about this a long time before we vlogged. So what do you guys think of Britney? Is this a comeback, even though she hates that everyone's saying that? Or are you going to buy her album? Please buy her album. Don't download it. See, that's the other thing. But then people are like, well, does she need more money? I don't think it's about money. Buy her album. Stop downloading. Do it if you want. Or both, because I downloaded it like 2 weeks ago. But I'm going to buy it anyway because I want her to have a #1 record again. Yeah. Success. All right. Deep. Wow. This
Deep, my
intense.
friends.
Yeah, we look forward to your thoughts and any questions. Like if you have questions for us about this or about anything, feel free to ask us. We'll answer some.
And we hope to do, until we figure out a new show to vlog about, we'll hopefully do some more vlogs like this in the meantime. So
maybe Beyonce will do it. Doubt it.
Doubt it. All right. Let us know what you guys think,
Thanks,
guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.